What's the haps? I'm Meroka, and today I'm going to be taking a quick look at Dominique Pamplemousse in It's All Over Once the Fat Lady Sings. It's a game by Deirdra Kiai. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, it's kind of an odd spelling. So this is actually a Flash game. It's recently launched on Steam. Because it's a Flash game, there's no actual options menu to speak of. I mean, we're on the main menu here, and there is no options. I have no option to show you the options. Normally that's what I would do at this point in the video, but I can't do that. I can't even find a way to make this thing forced into windowed mode. Normally Alt and Enter would force a window from full screen into windowed. That doesn't even apply here, it doesn't do that. It launches in full screen and stays there. And if I try to start a new game, it will threaten to erase my saved game. We only get the one saved game, so limited in those regards. Bear that in mind. It doesn't really harm the game because it's quite a simple game, but at the same time, it would just be nice to have those options available. So, given that all we can do is play the game, let us jump right on in. So, it is a point-and-click game with you will probably pick up quite quickly, a very distinctive style going on. It is, in fact, a claymation title. And not many people do that. It's a bit of a rarity. And there is a reason for people not using claymation. I did an animation degree, so I'm familiar with the technique. It's very, very, very time-consuming. Whilst it does look good, I'm liking the style here. It's very, very unique. I can understand that there must have been a considerable amount of work gone into all of this just to make even simple scenes happen. So we are Dominique Pamplemousse. We are a private investigator, and we are investigating the case of the lady called Prudence Van Dong has hired us to go track down a celebrity who her daughter has run off with, and it's getting a bit tangled. The celebrity's suing her for things, and we need to track down the trailer clues and find out the story behind it all. And it's a point-and-click game, so you know the mechanics really. I've pretty much explained the game to you already. There's not much more than that. It's click on things and see what happens. So this is our Lady Prudence, and she's hired us, and we can go over and talk to her. I don't think she's got much to say. I think we've already asked her everything. All the interaction in this game pretty much just seem to be conversations, so when you click on a person or sometimes a computer to interact with and things, you'll have a list of things to talk to. So, okay, we've got a few things. I can ask her about... We've been told her business is a bit shady, so we'll ask her about her shady business. But no, she won't. She'll get suspicious. Okay. So, I'm going to try and trigger something somehow. Basically, the characters very, very frequently burst into song. It's a very musical thing. So, click on the arrows at the bottom. I can wander around to different places. Where can we go? I can go to... Let's go to the mall, because that's where her daughter is hanging out, as teenage girls tend to do. So, she's there. Let's go talk to her. Now, how many cherry trees is in relation to a riddle to try and get into Casey's house, it would seem. So I'm trying to figure out the mystery of that. So let's ask her about how many cherry trees.
The answer to the question, how many cherry trees can do the Charleston on top of a church spire? What's the Charleston? Never mind.
She's a little bit too young for that one. Okay, right. Who else would know that? Prudence might know it. So, yeah, like I say, it's mostly just clicking on options and walking back and forth. Normally, with the point and click, you'd sort of expect to pick up objects, and there's a lot of rub object X on item Y to see if it unlocks it, and just keep rubbing objects on other objects until the door opens. This is literally just expend all the conversation. There's not a lot of gameplay here, but there's a great deal of narrative, it's very well stylized, and it's got an intriguing plot. It does seem to keep getting deeper, so we shall ask her about the cherry trees.
Answer to the question, how many cherry trees can do the Charleston on top of a church spire? I was never much for theological debates. I prefer the scientific method.
I'm desperately trying to... When I don't want them to, they will always burst into song. Now I want someone to burst into song. They're not doing it. You can see that you can hear the music on kind of a little bit of a riff on a loop in the background, and as soon as the songs take place, it always matches up with the music very well. They might hesitate and go as they sort of. It's all synced up very well. When a character, if you don't sync asking the question up with the music, the character will pause, sort of maybe clear their throat or something, and then burst into song. So it's actually really well put together in that regard. I'm liking that a lot. So where can we go? I've pretty much seen all of Devon's bedroom. I am running out of options here, I feel. I shall just have to ask her about a mysterious slip of paper we have been given.
Squinky 27 mean anything to you? I can't say it does, sorry.
Although I feel that seems like that is a Twitter tag. Like I say, despite this old-fashioned style, it's distinctly set in the modern era. They've got lots of cracks about the economy and things. Everybody's got laptops. I mean, it might look like a block of plasticine, but it is nonetheless my laptop. So we shall search for that.
27 leads to a page of nonsensical questions. Oh, what do we have here? How many cherry trees can do the Charleston on top of a church spire? Don't be childish. The Charleston is too challenging for church-going cherry trees. Aha!
Excellent. So now we know the answer to that. So that's good to know. So that is Casey's house. We can go there now. So I really want to show you the songs, because once we've got the songs, actually, that's probably the most of the game. You've got this style, you've got lots of clicking on things. If you enjoy point-and-click titles, it's a very interesting plot. If you don't enjoy point-and-click titles, you might want to give it a miss. It's distinctly different from a lot of other ones. It's got its own unique thing going on.
I'm Miss Pendergast. I'm here to water the plants.
The voice acting is not perhaps the most professional thing I've ever heard, but again, it's very charming in its own kind of way. So we can now. No, we need. This woman she's got like I'm not sure if she's got dementia or something, but she's she's got short-term memory loss, is what I think it is. And every time you talk to her, you've got to go through the conversation every time, which does get a little bit tedious, I'll be honest, but okay. So we're trying to pretend to be Casey's lawyer. So what are we asking her? Where is...
I'd like to ask you about Casey.
Yeah, okay, there we go. Are you his lawyer?
Yes.
Yep.
I am indeed
I am.
Casey's lawyer.
Is that so? What is your name?
I have uncovered that. That is Fritz Fleischer.
If it's really you, then how many cherry trees can do the Charleston on top of a church spire?
Well, we know the answer to that. Don't be childish.
Don't be childish. The Charleston is too challenging for church-going cherry trees.
So it is you. Very well. Casey told me to give you these directions to his cabin. Now the roads are rough and a little bit...
I'll be taking those, thank you.
Okay.
You have a nice day now.
Okay then. I guess I better head on over. And I should probably make it quick. Now to find a cheap way to get myself all the way out in the sticks.
So there we go. One slow, smelly bus ride later. So yeah, like I say, the characters do just burst into song for no reason. In fact, they continue.
He's staying, follow the directions. Casey's nowhere to be seen. Calls for an inspection.
Are you done singing? Yes. Wow, can I just make a note and say, I love that moose on the wall. Wow. That's a fantastic moose. Oh, got a song, have we?
That moose head on the wall, it really creeps me out. I think it's staring at me with its eyes. That said, it can't be great to get your head chopped off and permanently stuck in dull surprise.
See, songs for no reason. It's kind of its thing it's got going on. I've never seen a musical point-and-click game before, but I think I like it. So there's not much more to the game than this. I mean, if this is your kind of thing, it's definitely something different, and I think it's very much well worth checking out. If you're the sort of person who doesn't enjoy point-and-click games, well, you're not going to want this. But if this is your genre, this is definitely an interesting and unique example of the genre. It's worth checking out. Like I say, it's got quite a cool narrative going on, an interesting story. It's got these recurring themes of gender and the economy, the two things that keep coming up. Dominique here is frequently referred to as unsure of whether they are male or female, and it seems like that might be driving at a deeper point, but it's never been more than just reference like, are you a boy, are you a man, are you a woman? I don't know, la ha ha. And it feels like there should be more to it than that. Maybe there will be later on, but at the moment it's just sort of referencing that over and over again. Because the game, again, it says it refers to one of the themes is the economy, and again they mention the economy from time to time, but so far it's not been dealt with in any great depth. I mean, I've been playing this for a little over an hour now, and it feels like I'm getting a considerable way through the plot, so I'm not sure it's a very long game. And the two main themes that it claims to be about just seem to be popping up in references. I would like to see them go somewhere, but as of yet, they don't seem to be really doing much with either of those themes. But nonetheless, it's still a very interesting story, and fantastic, unique style, and the music is great as well. So yeah, if you like this, it's pretty much worth checking out. I mean, it's not expensive. On Steam, you'd be looking to be set back £3.49, or your regional equivalent. Over on Humble Bundle, you're looking at $4.99, and it's also available on iPad, so if you get it through iTunes, you pick it up for $3.99. And on Steam as well, if you're really liking the music, they have the sheet music available as the DLC, which is, I'm pretty sure that's the first time I've ever seen sheet music for DLC, which is pretty impressive. So that's pretty cool. If you're into points and clicks, I would very much recommend checking this one out. So I have been Meroka. This has been Dominique Pamplemousse in It's All Over Once the Fat Lady Sings. And I shall see you next time.